Cincinnati's river location was the secret of her youthful prosperity. She grew strong and wealthy by supplying downstream settlers with eastern imports, food from her fertile lands, and her own manufactured products. As the city grew in numbers, she also grew in size, with her people filling the basin, spilling into valleys and climbing the hillsides to create the suburbs. The last desirable location was around the basin, today's current West End area. This is where only those too poor to escape tolerated living near the jumble of warehouses, slaughterhouses, and factories. They lived on land with poor drainage, vulnerable to floods. This is where the working poor lived. By the 1880s, the Miami-Erie Canal was little more than an open sewer, meandering through the center of the city, spreading stench and disease. Thousands of coal-burning furnaces, stoves, railroad engines, and steamboats turned the city into a giant funnel which belched smoke. All day long, the blazing midday summer sun beat down upon the square mile of abominations, upon tens of thousands of cattle crowded into pen and dingy meat factories. This defied a breath of fresh air to penetrate them. Crosley Field was the home of the Cincinnati Reds from 1912 to 1970. It was the home of the oldest baseball team in organized baseball. The location is on the current streets of Dalton Avenue, Western Avenue, and Finley Street. When it was built, it was located in the suburbs, but when it was demolished, it was in the heart of the city. Baseball was a retreat for the common citizen, a place where the rich and the poor could come together for a common cause, to root on their home team. The Cincinnati Reds, for a few hours, would bring the population together, and they would be able to forget about the worries of life. Millions watched games in Cincinnati, and no other city was dedicated to their baseball team as the fans in Cincinnati. After World War I, Mrs. Taft and Mrs. Emery brought the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra to the zoo for outdoor summer concerts, and then the opera was added. There wasn't any other opera in the summertime. In those days, singers didn't go off to Europe to sing all summer long. Cincinnati gave them the opportunity to perform inside the United States. The world's greatest opera stars made Cincinnati their summer destination. In 1923, they were broadcast regionally on WLW, in the 30s on NBC, every night for about 2 months. Everything was forgotten in Cincinnati as the opera possessed the city, conquering it in every conceivable social and cultural level. all the way until it moved to the Music Hall in 1972. Coney Island was Cincinnati's first amusement park. It was established in 1885 by the owner of the land, James Parker. Parker had a vision to have a getaway from the dirty, grimy city. It was to be on the outskirts of the city. It was quickly a success, and for only a few dollars, a whole family could ride the steamboat, the Island Queen, from the city to the park. A nice boat ride to the park was a relaxing getaway from the city. In 1925, a new 3 million gallon circulating pool brought visitors from all around the region, and the park became a huge success. The park was extremely popular during the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and was even a blueprint for Walt Disney. With multiple roller coasters, a giant pool, musical attractions, and water rides, it was a popular escape from the dusty city until it was sold to Kings Island in 1971 and shut down. It reopened soon after with less rides, a new amphitheater, and old-time nostalgia that brought it back to its original getaway from the city and enjoyment of fresh, open air.